The International Crisis Group stated that restoring access to roads in the city of Taiz, west of Yemen, would save lives and build confidence that can help bring peace in the country. More details are in the following report.
The international truce is about to expire and only a few days remain, while the city, in which nearly 4 million citizens live, is still bound by the bloody siege and is walled with mines and snipers, the most lethal to citizens. Here in Aqabat Munif, the closest port to the presidential palace, protests began demanding the lifting of the siege and the opening of the main roads to and from the city of Taiz.
Today we are here protesting for the second time this week. We are staying here, and we will not stop until they open the palace to port, the main route to the city of Taiz. We demand to lift the siege and open all the main routes and the ports to Taiz. We refuse all the games that the Houthis are playing. We want to open alternative and sub-routes, but we totally disagree.
Since humanity is indivisible, many citizens in Taiz continue to carry out various activities and vigils to demand the implementation of the terms of the international truce, especially after the militia fabricated arbitrary conditions that would impede humanitarian efforts to alleviate the suffering of the citizens, which led some to accuse the United Nations of working with the militia.
We are here protesting against the double policy practiced by the international organizations that are sponsoring the Yemeni dialogue. There is clear duality and racism towards Yemen. Sana'a Airport and Hodeida Port were opened, but till now the routes to Taiz are still closed. We have been suffering for 8 years now from the siege on Taiz. It's the worst siege witnessed by any city in the history. People are suffering from diseases, famine, and death. All the main routes to Taiz were closed by the Houthi militia 8 years ago. Taiz has turned into a huge prison where millions of people live, trying to get out of it through alternative routes. We lost our loved ones from the city of Taiz on different routes, mountains and valleys. As a result of the danger they face, millions of the residents in Taiz are suffering painfully from the siege.
Over the course of 8 years, the siege caused many forms of harm to civilians in Taiz, which cost them their lives as they traveled on long, rugged mountain roads. And their only hope today is to live like the rest of the world. This is how the Houthis turned Taiz into a large prison in which millions of people are imprisoned without justice or mercy.